Hello, it's Chris, Cork and Crown, back in the cider shed, and I'm going to try something a bit different today. Something I don't sell, but also something you can get anywhere. Just thought I'd do it for a change, because sometimes it's good to reattune your palate and just check it against something else. So what I did was, I was in the shop and I saw this Weston's vintage cider sitting on the shelf. I thought, you know what, get one of them, take it home, taste it. So that's what I'm going to do. So Weston's are in Herefordshire. They are literally a stone's throw from Greg's Pit. I mean, they're both in Muchmarkle, so it's about 3-minute drive from here to here, maybe slightly more. If you're going fast, 3 minutes drive. So right in the heart of the Herefordshire cider making, region. And Hereford is amazing for that. There's so much concentration of cider makers. You start sort of north of Ledbury and head south. You've got Butford Organic, Oliver's, Greg's, loads, and then you got over the side. You got like Watkins and stuff a bit further west. Weston's, a big producer. Loads of small producers around there. I mean, I don't know all of them. I know a few of them. Also, what else you got? Once Upon a Tree, Little Pomona. Yeah, loads of really interesting cider makers around there. Anyway, so these guys are old school. Been going for since 1880, it says on the top. Family run, but massive producer and really big. Let's just have a look at the ingredients on this. Where's the ingredients? Does it have any ingredients on it? Maybe it doesn't. Sometimes it's interesting just to check, because I think I've said before, in Britain you only need to have 35% apple juice in it to call it cider. 35% is not very much. Usually it's made up with concentrates, the rest of it. So what they'll do is they'll extract the water from juice. So it's very concentrated sugary liquid, and then that'll last for however long you like, and then you can make cider. Usually on a cycle, because I've only got so many fermenters, and so you'd make it, then empty the fermenters, make another batch, empty the fermenters. You talk about a week, 2-week cycle, something like that. So they're making all year round. Forget seasons. So you're making fast as well. So often talk about low temperatures, creating complexity. So what you do traditionally, you'd make it the vintage. You'd pick your apples. You would press the apples. You would then put them in a fermenter and let it sit through the winter, because you've harvested in autumn. Sit through the winter in cool weather, and it would very slowly ferment and come out the other side, and that's a long, slow process. It'll give you more complex flavours. With stuff like commercial ciders, you talk about lots of concentrates and very fast fermentation, so lack of complexity, etc. Anyway, medium dry, vintage cider, smooth and rounded finish. That's what it says. Let's find out. I've got my bottle opener, because I'm using the one on my key ring. Pop. Okay, let's pour it out and have a look at it. Quite light colour. I would say that's lighter than the majority of ciders that we try in this program. On this program, I keep saying program. Yeah, welcome to the program. Yeah, you can see quite light. I'd say very pale gold, yellow gold, bright. So we're going to say this is filtered. Yeah. Usually darkness is associated with tannins. You can add colourings to it to make it darker, but often it's associated with tannins. Either the tannins bring colour, or the fact if you let the apples brown a little bit before you press them, that'll bring colour, and it's actually the tannins that go brown and react with the oxygen. So here we go. So it looks fine, Before it's carbonated as well, so we don't expect to be very fine bubble. Okay. So quite subtle nose, not loads of aromatics. I mean, the primary aroma I'm getting is there's a little bit of sulphurous funkiness, which I quite like actually. I don't mind that, but it's quite fresh green apple, I would say, rather than a baked dark apple for that aroma that I'm getting. But yeah, there's a little bit of funk in there. It's not inspiring, but it's fine. Okay. So this is medium dry. I would not personally classify this as medium dry. I think this is certainly more towards the sweeter end. Not that much tannin. Very little tannin. No hard tannins as in bitterness that I can detect, maybe slightly. None of the soft tannins, I astringency in my teeth. Almost nothing. I'm just going to try again. Maybe a hint of astringency. Very little. Okay, I'm glad I did this. Now, lots of people drink this, lots of people like it. It's cheap, it's cheerful, not a problem. Fine. However, it does make me realise why I sell the stuff I do and like the stuff that I do. I feel like this has been made with culinary apples rather than. I mean, I would assume they would use, you know, traditional cider apples to do this. It says it's been slowly matured in traditional oak vats, which shows an exceptional taste. Doesn't say much about the apples or the varietals rather. Yeah, quite sweet, and the sweetness feels fake. Doesn't feel like it's come from apples. It feels like a fake sweetness. And lots of people back sweeten. I mean, Watkins, I think, back sweeten. But I think they do it with ciders that have actually got a lot more acidity than this. This has got almost no acidity. That's not actually true. I'm lying. There is some acidity. Sort of lemony, slight lemony malic acidity I'm getting. But it's not enough to balance the sugar. So what I'm really feeling now is quite a cloying sugar element on my palate. And what I want to do is have another drink to get rid of it, but that's just increasing that sweetness. Okay, interesting. Perfectly fine to drink on a hot day. But I wouldn't want to drink a lot of it. And it reaffirms for me why I sell the ciders that I sell. And in fact, they are worth the effort. My effort, but more importantly, the effort of the cider makers, you know, to go through all the trouble and strife that one has to go to make, you know, a natural farm product. Anyway, interesting. All right, guys, you may have other opinions. Fine. Comment if you want. I don't mind that. A little bit of constructive criticism and active debate is a positive thing. So yeah, go for it. Anyway, that was the Weston's vintage medium dry cider. Okay. I'll finish it off, but then I'll crack open something else. One of my ciders. Yeah, okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and cheers.